Hey guys, it's Alicia. Today I'm going to be doing something new, and that is Pepperoni Pizza Monkey Bread. Now I've been seeing a lot of different versions of this on Pinterest, and so I thought it would be fun to kind of do my own version and make it Weight Watcher friendly. So that's what I'm going to be doing today. I'll go over the ingredients real quick. Now I'm keeping mine really simple. I'm just doing pepperoni, but you could do pretty much whatever type of pizza you want. For the dough, I'm gonna be doing the 2-ingredient pizza dough that I absolutely love. I'm gonna be doing a double batch of that. So I'm gonna be using 2 cups of self-rising flour, and then I've also got factored in a 1/4 cup to roll and knead with. And then also I'm gonna be using 1 3/4 cup fat-free plain Greek yogurt. I'm also gonna add a little bit of granulated garlic and Italian seasoning to that. So that's for the dough. As for the rest of it, I'm gonna be using 2 cups Part-skim mozzarella, 32 slices or 2 servings of this turkey pepperoni. This is the Mama Cozzi's brand. I get that at Aldi. And then here I've got some of my homemade marinara sauce. I talk about this all the time. I will link it up above and down below. If you haven't seen the recipe for that, you can check that out. It's really good. It's low points. What I've got here is a batch of that, which is 3 cups, and it's only 4 points for 3 cups. I'm only gonna be using half of this though. So 1.5 cups of marinara, pizza sauce, whatever you wanna use. Then I'm also gonna be using some more Italian seasoning, some minced garlic, some olive oil, and then I've got some olive oil cooking spray for my Bundt pan. And that is everything that's gonna be in this. So first thing I'm gonna do is get my dough going. So again, that's gonna be 2 cups of self-rising flour and 1.5 cups fat-free Greek yogurt. And then to give the dough a little bit of seasoning, I'm gonna put in a teaspoon of Italian seasoning and a teaspoon of granulated garlic. And now I'm gonna just mix all of this together until it starts to form a dough. All right, my dough's looking good. So now I'm gonna take it and on a lightly floured surface, I'm going to knead it out for about 5 minutes. I've got that all kneaded out, so now I'm gonna cut it in half. And I'm going to take each half, I'm gonna roll it out. And I'm just rolling this out until I get it to about 1/8 of an inch thickness. And then I'm gonna take it and I'm gonna just kind of cut it into strips. And then just little individual pieces. Now the recipes that I saw on this use refrigerator biscuits, and basically you just cut those in pieces. So I'm kind of trying to mimic that with my 2-ingredient dough here. So I'm gonna go ahead, finish this up, do the next ball of dough the same way as this, and then I will be back. But first, real quick, before I do that other batch of dough, I'm just using my same bowl here that I made my dough in, and I'm gonna dump all of my little dough pieces in there and try to keep them as separate as you can. I've got all my dough cut up and in my bowl, so now I'm gonna add another teaspoon of Italian seasoning, 2 teaspoons of minced garlic, and 2 tablespoons of olive oil. And then finally half of my cheese, so about 1 cup. And then I'm gonna just mix all that together and try to keep my individual little pieces of bread from sticking too much to each other. And as you can see, they are sticking, so I'm kind of just trying to toss this and not really stir too much, just to get all the little pieces covered, but keep them from sticking too much to each other. Okay, that looks pretty good. So now I'm gonna take my Bundt pan and I'm gonna spray it with some of this olive oil cooking spray. And my Bundt pan is a little on the older side, so it's not as non-stick as it used to be. So I've got a decent amount of cooking spray in there to hopefully keep this from sticking. So now I'm gonna take half of my dough mixture and I'm gonna just lay it on the bottom of my Bundt pan. And now I'm gonna take about a half cup of that marinara sauce and just kind of pour it over the top of my dough, followed by half of my remaining cheese. So for my pepperoni, I've got 2 servings here, and I'm gonna take each stack, and then just cut these little pieces into 4ths, roughly. And then half of my pepperoni. And then I'm gonna just repeat those steps with the dough, sauce, cheese, and pepperoni, and then I'll be back. Okay, I've got this all done. Now I'm gonna put it in my preheated oven at 350, and I'm gonna bake it for starting probably around 25-30 minutes, and then I'm gonna kind of see how it's looking. But I'm guessing it's probably gonna take longer than that, but I will be back once this is done. I let this cook just about 45 minutes. It is looking done. So now I'm gonna go ahead and let it cool for a few minutes before I try to take it out of the Bundt pan. Probably just 5 or 10. But it smells amazing. All right. I took this, well, I let it sit first off about 10 minutes. I took it out of the Bundt pan. It got a little bit stuck in there. Not super bad, but you know, bad enough. But then after I took it out, I flipped it back over so the top side is showing. I pulled it apart a little bit and put in this little, what is that called?
Ramekin.
Ramekin, thank you. With another half cup of that marinara sauce in there. So this I have figured in at 8 servings, so 1/8 of this total would be 8 points for me. So we're gonna go ahead and give this a try, see what it tastes like. It smells delicious. So hopefully it tastes delicious too. You wanna go first? Good?
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna try it too.
Well, that was really, yeah, that's really good. Super cheesy. You know, it's got a good seasoning on there. That one's a little hard. That one's fighting me. That one won't be getting dipped, I can tell you.
Yeah, it's very good. It tastes...
And what fun!
Yeah, it is fun. That's kind of why I wanted to make it. I thought, well, that just sounds like a fun... We love monkey bread, like regular monkey bread. So, I knew I wanted to try this, but that's really good. What do you think point-wise? 8 points for a 1/8 of it.
I think that's worth it.
Yeah.
You know, if you plow through the whole thing, that's, what, 64 points? That might be a little excessive.
That'd be a whoops, but, oh man, I got a piece of pepperoni on that one.
But it's like I said about the breadsticks. Why would you ever go to a restaurant or order something from a pizza place when you can make this? It's not good.
Sorry, I'm chewing, but I agree. Totally, that's very, very good. I think that totally hits the spot for like pepperoni pizza, breadsticks. It's kind of like a combo. Yeah, it's I would call this an appetizer, but it's kind of like a combo breadstick.
Yeah.
Or cheese stick pizza.
I mean, it's kind of, you know, I think I've talked about this before. You don't get a lot of appetizers type things necessarily with Weight Watchers.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, that's fun.
All right. Okay, guys, that was Pepperoni Pizza Monkey Bread. I hope you enjoyed, and we will see you on the next one.